Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Ruel.
Happy Wednesday, Becca. Good morning,
Society.
I felt like mine was more of a question there. Good morning, Society.
Well, there's a question in the teleprompter. What else are you going to do?
Exactly. So we are here today on a Wednesday. It's going to be a hot one here in California. And yeah, we're inside the cool studio right now.
Good thing I'm a robot and I don't sweat.
I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot.
It's getting weird right from the start,
too early
people.
for that.
I'm bringing out of it.
It's going to be one of those shows. I'm telling you right now. Yeah.
We have an exciting day for you all. Let's see. We've got a lot of things happening at Good Time Society.
Yes.
I have been, got clocks on my mind.
A lot of clocks on the mind.
So many clocks on my mind. We have a jacked up matchup today that I am stoked about.
Yes, one of our all-time favorite, recent games. I absolutely love this, so you're gonna have to stick around and see us play this one-on-one, folks. It's great.
We'll not give any hints, but maybe you can read. This is a Korean game, right?
Yeah, it's a Japanese designer, but this is the Korean version.
Great.
If I'm correct, yeah.
I just didn't want to. So if you can read Korean, then maybe you know.
You might know the game. Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just say we did intro this when I was going on vacation with Jake, who may or may not be lurking nearby, and. And you gave us a bunch of games to borrow, and we walked through great games for travel because of their small size. Mm-hmm. And this was one that we played almost every night.
It's one of those games that it's so easy to learn, so easy to pick up, and you can't stop playing it. It's so quick, and it's basically, I've been describing it as Go Fish meets a memory game.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It sounds terrible, but it's so much fun.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're going to talk more about some fabulous sponsors that we're really excited about. We're going to share a Shelfie. You can always put your Shelfies in our Discord and maybe get a chance to get featured here. And other than that, I think we can move right along. Anything else I missed?
We're going to talk about a bunch of games, as always, here on Good Morning Society.
That's a good point. We do that. Yeah, we do that here.
We do the games things every now and then. So welcome on in. Thanks for joining us today. We're also going to be talking about our sponsored segments. We got Perk Coffee doing the jacket matchup.
Perk Coffee.
Delicioso. Ooh.
I just made mine. It's piping hot.
Yes.
Do you like a slurp?
It's a powerful slurp.
Thank you.
right in the headphones. I don't know, folks, if you're at home.
Is that a good ASMR or a bad ASMR? We'll find out.
Depends on what you're into.
Okay.
We're also going to be talking about the World Series of Board Gaming, which is coming up in September.
Which is also a sponsor of today's show,
yes.
So thanks so much to them as well.
Yes, you can get $25 off a ticket purchase, by the way, if you use the code GoodTimeSociety on their website. So Jake's going to come in. We're doing some training. Jake and I are doing training for the Castles of Burgundy. I'm going to let you know right now, folks, I'm getting tired of losing to Jake Michaels at games. I'm done with it. This
feels like you need to talk to Jake about it.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll do that in just a moment.
Okay.
But first, we got too excited talking about our sponsors. We forgot to tell you, Perk Coffee has given us a discount code.
What?
You can go, I know, it's insane. Perk, PERC, coffee.com/discount/GMS15 for Good Morning Society 15. It's going to get you 15% off. I'm going to tell you, my favorite logo and branding design of all time might be Perk Coffee. I love their color scheme. I love their logo. I think they do a great job, and I'm happy that they're one of our sponsors.
I am too. I love that we ordered some coffee recently. You all saw that in a previous episode where Becca and I actually went to the website. Mine showed up the other day, and they gave me a sticker. I was like, yay, free stickers.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And you're right about the color scheme. It's beautiful. Unfortunately, Michelle took the sticker before I could put it on my water bottle, so she has a sticker on her water bottle now. So shout out to Michelle. You got me.
It's like everybody wants a sticker because they got their branding on point.
Exactly.
We do have another sponsor.
Yes.
A third sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
A very important sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Who's that sponsor, Becca?
That sponsor is you! Thank you so much for supporting the show. And if you're not yet, you can head to patreon.com/GoodTimeSociety. Not only do you support Good Morning Society, you support everything else we do here at Good Time Society. All kinds of stuff on that YouTube you might find.
Yeah, the YouTubes.
Yeah, the YouTubes. And even more coming up that we're going to have Mara Joy. Hello. Mara Joy is someone I love to play Blood on the Clocktower with, and also, is it live? And also, she is, I hope, gonna be in, I'm playing a little Blood on the Clocktower later today.
It's been a while since we had a Blood on the Clocktower corner.
Look, let's throw this outline out the window. Let's talk about Blood on the Clocktower right now because Mara Joy is here.
Nice.
Mara Joy is in the No Rolls Bard. Wait, are we in that one together? We're in one of. No spoilers. Mara Joy is in a lot of the No Rolls Barred Blood on the Clocktower videos and is a delightful person, is a genius at the game. As you may have seen, if you're into these worlds, my episode just dropped over there, which I have been casually hinting that I went to London and that I love No Rolls Barred and that I love Blood on the Clocktower, and all the secrets were revealed on the 29th of last month, I guess, or 27th, and it's a really good episode. If you have never watched Blood on the Clocktower before or played, you might want to watch Trouble Brewing, which is the starting script. From there, characters and scripts go bonkers. So get a little more complicated. We played a rather complicated script. If you are very familiar with Blood on the Clocktower, it was a Leviathan game, which means the demon cannot kill for 5 days. So it got really crazy, and I am very happy with how things went for my personal game. I won't say any more than that, but I hope you check it out. Justin has just dropped a link if you're live in Twitch chat, and maybe Ray will throw one in our YouTube description if you're watching after the fact. We love you too, people in the future. Oh, yes, and then I am playing later today. It is 10 a.m. here, so in about less than 2 hours, I'm going to be hopping on youtube.com/@Noobs on the Goof Tower.
I love that
symbol. Yeah, that's Chris
Noobs
Grace, our friend and collaborator, is Noobs on the Goof Tower. And he just started this channel and stream to play this game. And so a lot of newer players, obviously, hence that I don't have to explain that part. It says noobs.
That's great. I love how Blood on the Clocktower just exploded. Seriously, it's ever since the pandemic, it really has just taken off.
Totally, and I was like, well, yeah, it's brand new, and that's why I found out about it. Clocktower Con Australia just happened. It came out 10 years ago.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been around that long, really?
Yeah,
oh
maybe I should have listened to Jake sooner when he said, Becca, we really need to get into Blood on the Clocktower. And you know what? He told me so. And on that note, is now a good time?
Yeah, that is a perfect time. A perfect segue. Score that, folks. If you're scoring at home, that's one for Becca for segues. We're bringing on the Jake Michaels. Buddy, I was just talking about how I'm tired of losing games to you, man.
I heard.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fearing I'm going to lose to you and then just barely winning.
Yeah. That
it's like the same story over and over. I'd like some adversity.
Yeah, that is a tough thing to overcome. We just played the Castles of Burgundy online at BGA. You can play for free on Board Game Arena. And you beat me by 3 points, which nearly crushed my soul before we came on the show here.
Yeah, and this is a game that goes usually into like the 200 range. So it's not much. It's like 1.5% better than you.
Yeah. Oh, that feels even worse. Thank you.
Well, I mean, that's how good we both are.
Okay, thank you. I always love how you make things seem so much nicer.
Your self-hate into self-love.
You totally did the jujitsu thing. Yeah.
Well, I've learned a few things, and I think going to the World Series of Board Game, I'm going to try and take some of these lessons with us.
Yes.
One of the things that you and I talked today about was hate drafting.
Yes.
Do you know what hate drafting is?
You could go to the Good Time Society Instagram page right now and see a little thing that talks all about hate drafting.
I thought you were going to say you can go to Wikipedia and look up hate drafting, and then there'll be a picture of Ruel. So hate drafting in a game where you draft tiles from a shared pool is when you pull something that honestly isn't necessarily good for you, but is really good for your opponent, and by taking it, they can't acquire it.
Yes, and I did it to the best effect ever, where I took one that would have given you, was it 12 or 16 points at the end of the game?
I think it would have been just 8 on its own, but there would have been a bonus for having it in general.
Right. So I took that away from Jake because I knew it would score him points, but also I didn't need it at all. There was nothing code. It would have given me bonus for a certain building, which I had none of. But again, it took it away from Jake so he couldn't score it. And I thought, I'm going to be honest, I thought that was the game-winning move right there. I was like, I've got this locked in. I'm going to be able to say to Becca, I finally beat Jake. And
now here's my question. Was it the game-losing move? Because if you hadn't have drafted that and instead gotten something that would have benefited you, would it have been enough to chain the difference of what I would have gained by taking it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have other good options.
I didn't have any other options,
and therefore it was the best of options available to
you. Yeah. It just happened to be the best option because it kept you from scoring points. And even though there was no other option for me to score points, it took away points from you. But in the end, it didn't matter because Jake, with those darn animals.
Yeah, the animals get you in Castles of Burgundy.
They really do.
Mara Joy points it out. You got to do the VP math. And that's something I always quote unquote do. But if you don't do your whole due diligence, you can really get hosed by your own actions.
And what's scaring me about this, so one thing I realized as we're doing our training on BGA does a lot of the math for you.
Yes, it does.
You know, so when we're in the real world at the World Series board game and in September, we're gonna have to be doing that in our head. You know.
Yes.
So.
And this is important to what somebody just pointed out here. Beyond Dead pointed out it's in a 2-player game, which is what we're training on. But at the World Series of board games, it's a 4-player game. So hate drafting is actually not as beneficial because you're really just putting a detriment on your own progress against not one enemy but 2 more.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's enough. I feel like there's always enough options in a 4-player game to get tiles and whatnot. And it may not be totally optimal, but in the 2-player game, it's a really tight game.
Yes.
You know.
But I don't want to talk about just Castles of Burgundy because there's a ton of other games happening at the World Series of Board Gaming. And by the way, if you're considering going, you should use our link to even look at the website. Like if you're even going there, make sure you're using our link, which is in chat right now.
Yep.
It's that bit.ly link. And share that link with your friends so they know that we sent you. And then if you do buy a ticket, which you should, you'll get not only $25 off by using the code GoodTimeSociety, all one word at checkout, but Ruel and I will be there, and we promise if you use that code, we will take a selfie with you.
Yeah, we're happy to take a selfie with you. Use that code, folks.
We can even stage it where the 3 of us are at a board game, and your piece is at the victory point, and we're both really sad. If you want that to share with your friends.
You know, I have to use that code myself so I can say I've beaten you.
You can finally win a game with Castles of Burgundy.
It only costs me. Save me $25 off the ticket.
And Bonds. Hey, Bonds. Actually, I know you are a Castles of Burgundy. I was gonna say fan, but I'm gonna say freak. Are you gonna be at the World Series of Board Game as well? Because
she was there last year, I believe. Yeah, and she played in a couple of tournaments.
Again. Yeah. Well, the other game I want to talk about, which we also played, was Splendor.
I tried something different. I had talked to the winner, the overall winner of last year, Angela Tao, and she won the title thanks to her game of Splendor at the very end.
A prize of which is worth like
$25,000 cash.
Okay, that's something we kind of have buried in talking about this event. Is there is a prize of $25,000 if you win?
That's no joke, folks. $25,000. She even got the big oversized check, which was cool. But she won the title based on the Splendor, and she gave me the advice of go for those big point scoring ones first and reserve stuff. And I was like, yeah, okay. And we did in our game, and I absolutely failed. So I need to rewatch that episode and figure out what she meant.
I think I think it's probably a nuance thing. It's like you do need to build some of your engine because the ones up top that are those high cost ones, they need at least 10 coins.
Yeah.
And you only ever get max of 10 coins.
Right.
So getting the right ones is pretty unlikely.
Yeah. So I jumped right after that, and I was like, this is totally wrong. Halfway through the game, there's no way I'm going to be able to.
There's no momentum.
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah. So I do want more feedback on that. For those of you that want to train with us, Ruel and I are starting async games on Board Game Arena because that's one of the quickest ways to play. We're organizing, there's a group called the Good Time Society Async Club. Come join it. There's also a Discord channel called Looking for Games. He and I are both active in there, as is Justin and Pantalone and other people who are in chat right now who I also played with. Thank you so much for both beating me and losing to me. Andrea and I played a game of Arc Nova with Harriet and Kamalisk, and that was a great game.
Nice.
Which I need to play you, and you haven't played that with me yet.
It's been a while since I played, so I need to relearn that game. And it's a really good way to relearn games too, is on Board Game Arena. It's really helpful.
It's so fluid, and the tooltips are really really great, and yeah, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
And what else do we need to plug? Is that it?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Come join us at the World Series of Board Gaming, and if you can't, come just at least go check out the website and learn about it for next year, where we will see you there.
Yes.
Ruel, I will see you online, and then we'll talk about more of this later this month, and we'll learn some more lessons. Jesus. God. I'm so started by a torso.
Bye, Jake.
Bye.
Got him.
There he goes.
Uh-oh, everybody saw how short my shorts are. Whoops. Yeah. I borrowed these from Jake.
Jake Michaels, folks. September, we'll be there in Vegas at the World Series of Board Gaming.
The opportunity to win 25 grand from playing board games is insane. That's awesome.
It would be a dream come true. Getting that title and just flaunting it in front of Jake, that's the only thing I want to do.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah, purely to rub Jake's face in it,
Absolutely.
for sure.
That's why I play games,
big
folks.
giant chip.
Yeah.
How do they, so I know that last year's winner won for Splendor.
Yes.
How do you win across games? That's what I don't understand.
To get to the final table where Angela won, so you play different ring games. There are 16 different games in the World Series. When you win one, then you were considered the champion of the game, and everyone that's won, they get put in the pool of 16 players, and then they do a tournament style thing.
So how do they select the games for the tournament style?
At the table that you're at, the other players, or whatever it's a process of elimination. You have to choose one game to get rid of, and then what's left is the game that you play. So.
Wait, the other players at the table.
Correct. So if you're, say, the champion of Arc Nova, you will not be playing Arc Nova in the next round.
Sure, yeah.
And so it went all the way to the final table, and all four of them, they all got rid of the games, and the one that was left was Splendor.
Okay, it's just whatever's left.
Yep, whatever's left. So it's a really cool process of elimination. So you're not guaranteed, if you're like the ultimate Terraforming Mars player, you're not going to be playing at the final table.
Good, okay, I see that. That's fun. That's really cool, because then it shows that a lot of these skills are translatable.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I talked to the guy who eventually won the Red Cathedral. He was last year's Terraforming Mars champion, and he actually repeated. He went back-to-back in Terraforming Mars, and then I think he was actually second in Red Cathedral. But I asked him, how does this translate? He's like, anything you talk about like resource management or card management, you can totally transfer those skills from one game to another.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, because there's the 16 rings, it seems like 4 games happen at a time, so you can't do the other 3 games if you're in one.
Correct.
But you could, essentially, it's possible to win in 4 categories.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
And there are players that have done, I think, 2, at the most 2. They've won 2 different
so
turns.
far. This is only year 3.
Exactly. So, yeah, really excited about this, especially we're going to be playing in Castle of Burgundy. I love that game. And
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah,
I hope you crush Jake and everyone else.
Thank you, Becca. Because that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I still have more questions. I'm sorry. So, how many players can be in the ring?
In the ring, I don't think they have a cap. It just depends on how many people sign up. And then, of course, they try to stagger it so there's like as many 4-player games as possible. There may be like a couple of 3s, or I'm not exactly sure how they do that.
Ooh,
but
pray
I know
for a 3 because that ups your odds.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it depends on the game. Some of them are more popular, so they have more players and whatnot. So,
sure.
Yeah.
So they require more tournament levels to get to a single winner.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, I love Becca's new look. This is my natural born hair that I refuse to wear on a regular basis.
Oh,
that was when Jake was sitting in your seat.
Oh.
If you could try and look more like Jake, I think that would.
I thought someone was complimenting my straight hair. Wow. No one notices. It's fine. That just tells me we need more women in this office. That's what I hear.
Hey, Becca, your hair looks great.
Thank you, Ruel.
You're welcome.
Cool. Relevant information. Let's get to what's next. Let's see.
We got some games we could talk about.
We could talk about some games.
Yeah, what don't we talk about? Yeah, let's talk about games.
I'm so excited for this first one because I've played its predecessor.
Yes,
From the East to the Western Legends.
Stories. This is the new Western Legends, and actually, didn't we do this at Geek and Century?
I think you mean Ross, or you mean Jason Charles Miller?
No, I didn't play it, but I remember seeing the video. But anyways, Western Legends.
Yes, I did play Western. No. That was the Great Western
Trail. My bad.
That
the
I'm
other cowboy
pressing.
game.
But we did play Western Legends back in the Geek and Sundry days. I did. I said we. I did it with guests who. Man, sometimes I'm amazing at recalling who I played a specific game with.
Yeah.
Not this one. I was too focused on Annie Oakley wrangling her cattle.
Wrangling those cattle, and you're going to be able to wrangle even more cattle in the Western Legends Stories game, which is coming out next year. This is the legacy version of Western Legends. So you're going to be able to play.
Howdy.
Yes, woo boy. Folks, you're going to be able to play Western Legends, the sandbox Western game, with a thrilling new narrative.
Can I hop in and just talk? I've recently replayed Western Legends. It's been out for a while. I want to say like 2017, maybe around then. And it is very much, I would say, it feels like a video game in that way. It's completely sandbox. You can play poker as a mini game within the game, but you have cards with different abilities. You can wrangle cattle. The most notable effect, I would say, is you can either gain victory points on the martial track or on the outlaw track. And of course, I'm always going outlaw, but that means characters on the martial track can come arrest you. You can go to the store, or rather, not a saloon. What do you call?
General store?
The general store, and you can purchase a faster mount to get more movement as a base level movement on your turn. You can purchase weapons and to be able to get a +1 when you duel someone, which is how someone would do one of these citizens arrests, martial arrest. It's just a lot of fun and a lot of room for role play and storytell. You will get everyone doing good and bad Western accents at your table, regardless of the choices you make. And the players I introduced it to recently had never played before, and they had a blast.
Nice. Yeah, it's such a fun game, and I'm interested to see where they're going to take the narrative in this, because, as you said, the original game, it really was right for role playing. So now they're going to actually have this narrative, and we're going to see how it goes along. You know, this game, and I've never wanted this game because I always go to where you gamble, and I always lose all my money. I cannot stop going there. It's like the little Vegas in here. You know, if you're going to go to Vegas, go to the World Series of Board Gaming, not lose money. Okay.
Wait, so you're playing poker, or there's also you can dig for gold.
Oh, both.
And you go roll the dice, and you might get to re-roll, you might get gold, you might get cash. See, what I do is I get as much cash as possible there, I go to the bank, I deposit it, I get my money, and then I immediately rob the bank and get more money. After I've made my deposit, I put the mask on.
So that's the secret. Okay, so now you know, folks. There's how you win at Western Legends. And Western Legends Stories will be out next year from Colossal Games.
Oh, wow. Mara Joy has just mentioned that No Rolls Barred did a playthrough of Western Legends that made her cry because of the role play. And British people doing cowboy accents, yeah. Look, I butchered Cockney in front of them, so let's go see it. I'm in. I'll be checking that out.
Nice. You know what we can also check out are the planets out in the galaxy, Becca. Yes. There's a game called Galilei. This is going to be out, I believe, at Essence this year, October 2024. Let me just still loading here. This was a midweight Euro-style game where you can take on the roles of astronomers. Looking at the planets, hoping to discover the planets that are out there beyond our reach here.
Look, our viewers can't see, but I can see.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'm seeing beautiful player boards that have this rotating fulcrum of a telescope. And let's see, they've got really nice components, big, thick dice.
Oh.
Big old numbers.
Big old thick dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And different characters you can play. It looks very worker placement-y. It looks like there's multiple tracks that you can be gaining. I don't have a touch screen. You can be gaining abilities on. And the points tracker looks to be a star, which is of utmost importance in my game assessment.
Yes. And according to BGG, there is some deck or bag building in this, which I'm always a fan of.
Hit the old refresh there.
That's what I did, and it's like just, I don't know what's
I
going
like
on.
that you're slipping into the prospector accent, even though we've moved on to the next
I
game.
don't know what you're talking about. My name is Galileo Galilei.
Refresh there. Shoot.
Okay. I've refreshed. I don't know what's going on.
This town
Anyways,
ain't big enough for your pictures of stars.
all these internets and whatnot.
Stay here on the flat earth.
The flat
Sorry,
Earth.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Galileo.
I'm all about discovering new planets.
Yeah.
Can I just hop in here with a very relevant book recommendation?
I've always said that about you, Becca.
If there's one thing about Becca, she's all about seeing those new planets, folks.
Noted astronaut, Becca Scott.
Well, I am actually, I am deeply obsessed with a book called Project Hail Mary.
Oh.
That has to do with outer spacey stuff, and I've already spoiled too much by saying planets. But this is by the author Andy Weir, who wrote The Martian. If you're familiar with that sci-fi film, I would say Project Hail Mary is a million times better than The Martian, and I
Really?
think The Martian's good. And it's about to become a film. I heard Ryan Gosling was cast in the lead role, which honestly, I think that this lead character is more of a goober than Ryan Gosling. So like, I'm not mad because he will take his shirt off at some point, but
Jason
I don't know.
And it's a known fact, goobers never, ever take their clothes off for any reason.
Goobers can take their shirts off. I just don't have the same feelings about it as when Ryan Gosling does.
Wow. All right, my goobers in the chat, stand up for yourselves.
I'm not
Come on,
saying it's a
goobers,
Venn
represent.
diagram, okay? There's goobers I want to take their shirt off and goobers that they can, I'm happy for them to keep that shirt on.
I've met your husband. That is a goober that I presume you enjoy.
You know what? So correct. So correct. That is a goober with abs right there.
Nice.
David Kearns, everyone.
Take those shirts off, folks.
Becca coming for the goobers. What was I saying? Project Hail Mary is the greatest sci-fi book ever written. I have read it, and then I also just recently finished the audiobook, which I also really enjoyed.
Wow.
And it is hard science. There is a lot of calculations of space trajectories thrown out here.
Nice.
And I'm not a hard sci-fi person, or I didn't think that I was, and this book turned me into one.
Wow.
Because it really digs into and describes the science in a way that you're gonna gobble it up. So if that's at all in your realm possibility, both the written book and the audiobook are excellent, in my opinion.
Sorry, I'm not on my phone. I am on my phone, but I'm ordering the book right now.
You are!
Yeah,
I love it!
This is it, right? Project Hail Mary.
Incredible. I mean, you
Yeah.
can tell from the name.
Add to cart.
Earth's in trouble. I'll say that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Project Hail Mary.
So it's better than The Martian.
1,000 times. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe my
It's
best
funny and
friend's-
it's clever, and you will cry. You will cry.
My best
It is
friend's favorite
heartwarming.
book was The Martian until this came out.
Oh, really?
No,
Your best friend has
really?
good book taste.
Yeah.
Wow.
Engineer too, so you know.
I want he, she, they's other book recommendations.
Very nice.
Yeah, because
Wow.
now I'm back to Dresden Files re-listens.
I'm short about $13 to get free shipping by this afternoon, so I need to find another book that I can add
Yeah,
to this. So if you have any book recommendations, let me know, folks. I can't wait to read it. I love The Martian. I didn't read The Martian. I just watched the movie, to be honest with you.
I didn't either.
Yeah, but I was happy that Matt Damon saved the Earth, you know. Or,
It was really, I mean, spoilers, but I think
by
he
the
saved
way.
himself, actually.
He did, that's
Yeah,
right.
Matt Damon survived.
Yeah.
Circe, incredible.
It's all about the
incredible
potatoes.
book recommendations. You should throw Circe by Madeline Miller.
Madeline Miller, okay.
If I just pulled that name out of my butt,
Okay.
y'all should be impressed.
Madeline.
Circe is a retelling of, in the Odysseus myth, Circe is the witch that turns the shipmates into pigs.
Oh.
But it's a retelling of her life from her perspective. And
This one right here?
Circe's
Circe?
a queen. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
It's excellent.
Folks, this is the Good Morning Society Book Club.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us today.
That was in the outline, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
right here between when we planned for the images to stop loading on your
Yep.
computer.
Right on time.
And when the puppy dogs go running.
Yes, and the puppy dogs are running in Zoomies, a new game that is actually about dogs doing the Zoomies. And Becca and I are huge fans of tile laying games. This is a tile laying game. And dogs. Again, I'm looking at, there are no pugs here, but maybe there'll be a pug in the expansion, or maybe a promo. Folks, if you work for the company, let me know if you get pugs in there. This is a tile laying game where the dogs are going to do the Zoomies, and you're trying to line them up to get all the points that you can while they do those Zoomies.
Yeah.
What is up with the Zoomies, Becca? Is that like...
These are wolves that we have trapped inside and domesticated, and sometimes their inner wolf comes out in the form of while running as fast as possible.
Yeah, super fast.
Yeah, I'm glad Fireside Games has decided to encapsulate this in a game.
Yeah, so am I. So on your turn, you're going to be placing the little domino-style pieces, and when you do, you're going to place a scoring token on it. And if those tokens match up with adjacent dogs and certain icons, of the bones, of course, then you get more points. And this is a quick and fun game, apparently, that's going to be out at Gen Con.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
Okay. I think that Fireside was responsible for the hit card game of Gamma Expo. Is that Ultimatch?
Do we have that? Yeah, Ultimatch.
We did have that. Did someone let a child in? We have a ripped box, people, and I won't even show it. I'm so sad about that. It is Fireside
Jet,
Games.
are you watching? Jet?
Oh, Jet.
Jet, I'm going to clip this and show it to you when you're older so you feel ashamed at what you've done to our box. Wow, but Fireside has been doing some good stuff, and we love a cute, quick game. Polyomino. This remind me of the game that you lent me when you lent me this one. Starts with the K.
Gosh.
I'm blanking. There's 4 animals on each card. You place a new card each turn.
What is the name? Oh, Nemalia.
Nemalia.
Yes,
it has a Nemalia vibe,
It
but
does.
the added complexity of placing your scoring tokens appropriately.
Yeah, and Nemalia was a bunch of different animals with different habitats. These just focus on the doggos, so we're super excited for Zoomies from Fireside. Fireside also did the classic Castle Panic game and something else, which I can't remember right now. Tsuro, the little...
Tsuro.
Yeah, the old school game.
Tsuro, if you're me and you need to... and you think it's a pterodactyl instead of a pterodactyl.
Yes. Why don't we move on to our next game, Becca? We've got a game, and actually this is not a game, this is a project from our friend KP. He's doing something with KP11 Studios, Project Dustin. Yes!
I love KP!
Yeah, KP is wonderful, and this project is an initiative to uplift diverse voices across cultures and diaspora by providing a platform to tell their stories through various geek and nerd culture content. So we're super excited to see this. It just launched on BackerKit. They're about almost a quarter of the way there, and I think it's such a cool thing to do. One little thing that I want to note, I'm just going to read it directly here.
Yeah.
In a time when creators are endangered due to AI, corporate layoffs, exploitative streaming platforms, etc., we hope that we can be a place for mutual growth for our creators, not just through visibility, but also through monetary support. So they're walking the walk, but they're also talking the talk, walking the walk. Is that how it is? Anyways,
Yeah, they're walking and talking and doing it well.
So
It's a West Wing episode out here.
is that what it, yeah,
eat your heart
nice.
out, Aaron Sorkin.
Very nice reference.
Dastan means story in Urdu and Hindi. Stories told by the fire from the dawn of humanity down through our ancestors to now. They're only about a little over a third of the way to their goal, so I will be backing right now. KP11 Studios, KP does the most beautiful photography of some of your favorite RPG players in actual plays. So go check out his Instagram and then back Project Dastan.
Yeah, KP's an amazing photographer. I need to reach out to him because he'll sometimes book sessions where he'll do headshots, and the headshots he's done of folks in the industry are just absolutely amazing. And KP, if you're watching, if you have a slot open, I will be there at Gen Con. Anyways, let's move on. Be sure to check that out, folks. Project Dustin. We're going to move on to a game called Tack. T-A-C-K. This is a 2-player dice strategy game, and I want to highlight this one because we love smaller creators and smaller independent creators, and this is one of them. Amélie LaRouche is the designer and artist of Tack.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yes, and I've backed one of her games before. It was really cool, and I think this one has potential to be even better than the one I backed. This one is a area movement game. So it's 2-player, Becca, and as you can see there, you have some dice, and you're just trying to move across to the other side.
Cool.
And eventually you're going to knock the other ones back. It's a quick 15, 20-minute game. I think it's really cool, and there it is right there. On the open sea, 2 small boats navigate the temporal winds, summon powerful gusts of winds to push your sails to victory. Ooh. And as you'll see there, you have different scoring abilities and dice abilities, so it's not just roll and move. You've got things to think about here in this game.
I love dice allocation. I'm getting a little bit of a Sagrada vibe, but just in the dice placement, maybe, and the grid.
Yep. So it's already won some, as you can see here, some awards here. Best Indie Game at IndieCade and so forth. Folks,
big fan of IndieCade. Great festival.
Yes. So we love supporting independent and smaller publishers. So please check out this one from Zorua Games. This is the game Tack, a 2-player dice strategy game.
Not to be confused with the Tack based on Tack board game TAK.
Right.
Which is based on a Patrick Rothfuss novel.
Yeah, I love that story. It was in his novel. There was a game, right, that the characters were playing. I haven't read the novel. Have you read that novel, Becca?
I never finished.
Oh, okay.
But I like it.
Yeah. So they played a game called Tack, T-A-K, in that, and they actually came up with a physical game, which is really interesting to me. That a game started in a book and became a reality, and now people play the game.
The game. I'm looking at the box cover on BGG. It just says Tack. A beautiful game.
There it is.
Respect. Hello to Bonzinator in chat, who owns a copy of Tack. And I will say, Patrick Rothfuss is a lovely human being that is in the online meet space and has been on various role-playing game shows and stuff like that. Very nice guy.
Nice. Right on. There it is. Yeah, Tack, a beautiful game.
Yeah.
And what's cool is also James Ernest and Patrick Rothfuss designed this game. And it's like a classic, I guess, abstract game, sort of like chess style.
I'm a big fan of abstract, yes.
Same, there it is, right there.
As a genre. One of my favorite modern abstract games is Element.
Oh, Element. I remember playing that.
I have showed it to so many family members. It's a regular hit. Because in the year it came out, I gifted it to everyone. And when you go to their house and you're like, great, the games you have are the games I've given you. Let's play.
Let's play. I love that.
But that is, you're playing as 4 mages representing fire, water, earth, and wind. It's bag pulling. You're grabbing tokens out of a bag that represent the 4 elements, and then you're trying to trap one other mage's piece on the board, and then on your turn, you're also running from the mage trying to trap you.
Yeah.
So 2-player, it's obvious, but in a 4-player, you're trying to get the person clockwise from you.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. I haven't played this one in a while, though. I've totally forgot about it. This is a great game.
I played at Christmas for reasons I've just described. Yeah, it's really beautiful, and I love, abstract strategy is my jam.
Nice. We've played an abstract strategy game, I believe, on the show. Early on, what was that game? Was it Donuts? No, it was... What was that, folks? We played Quarto? No, something with a Q.
Yep.
Koali.
Yeah. I feel like you crushed me. It has really nice, thick, stone-like pieces.
Yes.
And you're kind of stacking them. It's like a chessboard Connect 4.
Right. And then we were like, what? Chessboard Connect?
Yeah.
But we were doing that thing, sort of like a Mancala game where you have to drop pieces, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, that was something different that has just been dropped online. I believe one of our videos last week was Madcala?
Oh my gosh, yes. Madcala, folks. That one is going to be releasing soon, or is it going to be?
It looks like it came out 1 week ago. You can find it on youtube.com/goodtimesociety. You may already be in this location. It's Madcala, a Wonderlands War game playthrough. It's us and Bonds and James Hudson.
Yeah.
Because this is a Druid City Games game.
Very, very cool games. Yeah, be sure to check out that video, folks. We got one more game to talk about.
One
more game.
One more game.
And we're going to wander over to Wandering Galaxy, a Crossroads game.
Yes.
This is the latest in the Crossroads game series.
I'm a big fan of these.
Yeah, same here. So if you haven't played Crossroads games, you may have played them. If you don't know, they are Dead of Winter, Forgotten Waters, and Freelancers. Freelancers I have not played, but the first two, Dead of Winter, I've played so many times, so many great games. And
I think there's even more. I want to say like Mice and Mystics is in this world, and Aftermath.
Oh my gosh, Aftermath too? Really? Okay.
I mean, they're all
So
Plaid
many
Hat
folks.
games, and they're all that storytelling adventure, read the book aloud kind of thing.
Yes, and the app that they usually create for it is really good. Very, really easy to manage the narrative part of this game. This one takes our players into the galaxy, and you're going to be doing the sci-fi stuff, folks. So there it is, right there. There's a little preview, and excuse me, I'm looking forward to this because I love the Crossroads system. That narrative of you don't really need a GM. It's just the cards, or the app in this case, where they're going to give you the choices, and there it is. You're going to make the choices and do the things on the board game, folks.
Oh, what beautiful worlds they create. This is a really cool one.
Yeah.
And here we go. See another Crossroads games here.
There it is.
Freelancers I have not played.
I haven't either.
Interested.
That was like the fantasy one, the D&D style one, and Wandering
Those
Galaxy.
people are having fun.
Look at that.
We could be them having fun. Whoa!
Yeah, whoa.
They're in space now.
Wow.
Mice and Mystics isn't Crossroads system though. Thank you, Hornus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, aggressive pointing.
As you can see, they're going about. So I'm wondering if this one, like Dead of Winter, has like a hidden traitor. Maybe we'll see.
I mean, every game is better with a hidden traitor.
Yeah. Oh, they've got pencils as well. That means they're taking notes, which means you gotta be on your toes and thinking.
Always am.
Yeah.
Got a pen in my pocket. No, I don't.
I don't either. So that is that is now on Kickstarter. And that's from Plaid Hat Games. Go check it out, folks.
Plaid Hat, always polished, always beautiful work.
Yes.
And this looks to be no different. And those people, they were laughing a lot.
They were laughing a lot. Okay, we've gotten to that show. We've gotten to the part of the show where we're going to continue laughing.
Yay! I love laughter.
I love laughing. And it's time for a Jacked Up Matchup.
Wow! Sponsored by Perk Coffee.
Perk Coffee.
Thanks for our delicious coffee and caffeine intake today.
Thank you, Perk. And why don't we get ready here to play some Nana. We hinted at this earlier in the show, where this is one of the games that I lent to Becca and Jake when they went on vacation, and they played it a bunch, and I played it a bunch, and we're gonna play it right now for you folks.
I got excited and stole the deck and just started shuffling, but you have to remind me, what do we do with less than our maximum player count?
Look, I had a preset, less than max player count. You take out the 11s and 12s.
Nice.
Boom.
Okay.
Done.
Now I know I put 6 face up. Do we deal the rest out entirely?
10 in a 2-player game, 10 face up, 10 to each player.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Starts with 1, then 2, then 3. We're learning how to
3.
count today, folks.
4,
5,
6,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Whew. Okay, we'll put the face up, one's face up.
Okay. No, face down.
Let's start over.
Here, use, here, mix them up a little bit.
Here, we'll pass 3 from each.
There, perfect. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
And then you take 3 here.
There we go.
Woo, we did it.
A perfect shuffle.
Okay.
All right.
So there are 10 in the middle.
I'm good at stuff.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've learned our lesson today, folks. That's how you count to 10.
Thank you.
Okay.
I learned a lot today.
So did I.
Becca needed to be reminded how to count to 10.
Okay. So in Nana, what
No
you're trying to
comment.
do is collect sets of 3. Okay, 3. So each number in the deck, number 1 through 10, will have 3 copies of each, and we're trying to collect 3 of those. And if you're the first one to do it, you win. Now there are a couple of different ways you can win as well. If you have 2 sets, whose sum or difference equals 7, then you also win. So if I had a set of 10s and a set of 3s, 10 minus 3, what is it, kids?
7!
You win because you have 7. And also, if you just have one set of 7s, you just automatically win as well. Because apparently in Japanese, nana means 7. So that's the name of the game.
Oh, love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Who should go first?
You can go first.
Now, if I have a set, I must immediately put it down. Is that right?
That is not right. Is it right? No. Well, so nana. Let's talk about what you do on your turn. You're going to do one of 3 things. You're either going to play your lowest card or your highest card. Okay. You're going to ask your opponent to play their lowest or highest card, or you're going to go to the market here, the yard, and select a card. Low card.
It's very fun with 5 players because low card.
Okay. So you keep going. Okay. So there's a match, and darn it, Becca's got 3. So she's got the first one. Now it's my turn. High card.
I believe I keep going. And that's our house rule.
Uh-oh, is that the house rule?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the actual rule.
Yeah.
Actual rule reveals 3 sets. And if you revealed, you passed the challenge, it doesn't say.
Yeah, I believe
okay.
This is a simplified translation that we have here because this game is about to be published.
Yeah. So this game has been published from Happy Camper Games. It's called Trio now. So they've redone the art and stuff, but they have changed the rules a little bit. But yeah, we'll play the house rules. So you go again.
Jake, is that how we house ruled it? When you get a set of 3, you go again or you pass turn?
I guess I don't remember.
Yeah.
It didn't say, so we house ruled, but you know what? I'll pass turn.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Because you can really run away.
Yeah, you could. I don't
Right?
think you do that. No, I think you move on.
House rule definition, a rule which solely benefits Becca. Heard. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that rule.
All right, Becca, play your highest card, please.
High card?
High card, please.
9.
Okay, I'll go to the yard. I've selected the 10. They do not match, so my turn is over. This goes back here. That goes back into Becca.
All right, so now I have to remember this was a 10. This is the memory game portion. Okay. High card. A 10. A 10.
Uh-oh. Does Becca have
And-
10? No, she doesn't because I asked her. She didn't have it.
High card. A 10!
Darn it! So that's 2 of them for Becca. Now it's my turn. Becca,
Yeah.
play your highest card, please.
Okay.
And Becca, play your highest card, please.
Okay.
Okay, so no match. That's the end of my turn.
I had a 9 and a 6.
Okay, nice. Nice.
96. Nice. We keep things professional and yet juvenile here
Always.
at Good Time Society. I'm going to flip this one.
Ooh.
I have found a 5.
Okay.
And I don't think that that's going to be your high or low card, so I will flip this one right next to it.
Ooh.
Found a lucky number 7.
Okay. Interesting. So
Okay.
now my turn.
Your turn.
Becca, play your lowest card, please.
It would be a 2, Ruel.
Oh, okay. I'll go to the yard.
A
There's
3.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right, back to me. Let's go. Ruel, what's your lowest card? A 4. Let's try and find. Let's see. Let's find the 4 right here. Nope,
Ooh,
that's not it. I found it too.
interesting. So that. Play your lowest card. Play your lowest card.
Ooh, got him.
Okay. Darn it.
Hey, Ruel, play your lowest card. I forgot about that.
I always love that about this game.
I found a 5.
Oh, okay. I'll go here. I'll go here. Hey, Becca, play your lowest card.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I'm on the board.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, back to me, huh?
Yes. Ooh.
How many of each card are there?
There are 3 of each number, 1 through 10. And to play with more players, you would actually add in the 11s and 12s, which you've taken out, folks.
I found an 8.
Oh.
I found a 4. End of turn.
Okay. Wait, did you play your lowest card?
3.
Dang it! I forgot about that. Let's go here. Here? No. Back to Becca.
And then that would have been smart for me to remember because I have 2 more.
Oh, winner, chicken dinner. You won.
Yay!
GG.
I also had 3 6s to start the game, but I forgot I'd have to get rid of my 9 before I could play them.
That's right. You only play your highest or lowest. You cannot just pull out of there. I had the 2 7s, so when you removed that 7, I was like, can I get rid of my 4 in order to get that? That would have been that wouldn't have been in the win.
Having the 3 7s is an auto win. That's all you need to win.
That's it. So that's Nana, folks. GG, Becca. Well done. Nana. Oh, love this game.
It's so much fun. You immediately want to play again, and it becomes increasingly difficult the more times you play in an evening because memory game.
Exactly.
And not only do you have to keep your game straight versus the previous game you played, but also great with an alcoholic beverage, which makes the game even added level of complexity.
Yes. These type of games with the adult beverages are so much fun.
Yeah,
because you forget stuff and
you get real silly.
You get super silly. Hey, let's get super silly with our Shelfie share.
Shilly with a Shelfie.
Share, yes. Folks, you can share your Shelfies with us on the Discord channel. And today's is from Tommy Miller.
Tommy Miller was last week.
No, Tommy Miller last week. This week it's from, I have this. It's Joanna H. Thank you, Joanna H. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your Shelfie with us. Let's get zooming.
Yeah, let's zoom in. Joanna H. said, dusting the shelves tonight, so thought it deserved a Shelfie. A lot of games squished into our spare room. So here we go. There's some good stuff here. First of all, I want to point out, I love the fact that Joanna has a trophy with some dice on there. Joanna, you got to let us know in the Discord. Is that for whoever wins a game in your home? Do they get to hold the trophy?
Or did you win this at the World Series of Board Game?
That's right. So I don't know, but let us know in there. Look, I mean, there's some heavy stuff here.
Great Western Trail.
Rococo, lots of stuff from Vital Lacerda there.
Feast for Odin!
Feast! There it is.
The first game I played coming back from maternity leave, I bought it years before, and finally Jake and I played a 2-player version. It's
awesome.
So freaking good.
Yes.
Dune Imperium.
Oh, yeah.
Best game ever.
Oh, have you played Pipeline?
No.
This is an excellent game. We need to play Pipeline.
Obsession is a good one, though.
Ooh, yeah. I haven't played Obsession yet. I need to play that one.
We grabbed a copy. I saw it on the BGG Top 100. It's a new independent publisher. This was his first game, and he was so lovely in sharing a copy with us. And I played it on a 2-player Twitch stream with Katie Michaels.
Oh, cool.
We had a lot of fun.
There's Tricarion. That one really burns my brain. That is a heavy worker placement game.
Oh, yeah. I hear rumblings about more in the Tricarion universe coming out.
Yes.
Wonder if that's on BGG.
There's a Stardew Valley board game?
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
I believe it was a very popular Kickstarter.
Yeah, and it is now out of print, so really tough to find these days. So
all right.
Good luck on that, Ray.
Sorry, I'm over here buying pack for
also, I love, tucked away in the corner here, some of my favorites, Calico and Cascadia, really good tile laying games. And of course, the brilliant Wingspan, Tiny Towns, Cubitos, some marble dice throwing. Yeah. Oh, there's Castles of Burgundy. Yay!
Yay!
Joanna,
your game.
You've got excellent taste in games. Thank you so much for sharing your Shelfie. Again, folks, you can share yours at the Good Time Society Discord channel, and we'll share it here for all the world to see.
And I think that's it for this episode of Good Morning Society. Once again, I will say, if you would like to become one of our lovely patrons. You can head to patreon.com/goodtimesociety, and there you can find a new segment. We have a video called One More Game. We play Captain Flip. We're going to be doing a lot more of those in the future, games and playthroughs just for our patrons, as well as more behind the scenes sneak peeks at what we got going on. And we just really appreciate if you want to support us directly. And also, if money is not the best way for you to support, hitting like, sharing with people, subscribing, all those things also help us immensely. So we so appreciate you.
Yeah, thank y'all. We do appreciate you. And Becca, when are you going to be playing Blood on the Clocktower next?
I am playing Blood on the Clocktower in 1 hour and 2 minutes at youtube.com/@noobsonthegoof-tower.
Yeah.
So yeah, really hoping that y'all tune in to Chris's stream for that. You'll be seeing Chris Grace's perspective as storyteller, although things may switch around, who knows? And I can't wait to get Clocktower in any form. I'm really excited. Digital, in person,
awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go, folks. Yeah. So I think that's it for today. Another great show. A lot of fun, as always, Becca.
So much fun hanging out with you, Ruel. And fun hanging out with you all as well.
Yeah.
Remember,
Go play some games, will ya?